There's this very serious charge against your government in Karnataka that they are soft on this right-wing Hindu fundamentalist group.
Yesterday, the DG appeared and he said each one of them has been charge sheeted in more than one cases. So you cannot say that it
Okay, then let me ask Mr. Akhtar this question. BP Singhal insisting very strongly that the government is not soft. So where do you get this impression? Where do you get this impression from that the government is soft? He says it's not true.
Well, what happened? What happened to those boys who beat up girls in the pub? They were also from the same organization. What happened to the organization? What happened to them? They were charge sheeted.
If they are out from the...
And with very right, because if you put mild clauses and your allegations and your case is mild, then the court is bound to do that.
It is up to you exactly what it is, neither mild nor harsh.
Totally understandable. I mean, Mr. Singhal, none of us was born yesterday. You know and I know, and you should know that I know.
No, I don't deny that. But the question is, this is democracy. You can't just say punish everybody.
So you don't deny that the government has been soft and the police have allowed them to go?
I do deny that the government has been soft. I don't think the government has been soft. All the time has elapsed. Everyone has seen how action was taken. If the courts grant them bail, the government can do nothing about it. So far as bail is concerned, it is the judiciary. So if they are out, well, they are out.
Okay, I also want to bring in at this time Vilas Pawar. He is the organizing secretary of the Shri Ram Sene. He is with us from Belgaum this evening. That's where Pramod Mutalik is. विलास पवार, आप ये बताइए कि अब जब पूरे टेप हेडलाइंस टुडे दिखा चुका है, जब पूरे देश के सामने हकीकत है, क्या अब आप ये मानने को तैयार हैं कि जो हुआ वो गलत हुआ और इससे श्रीराम सेने की जो इमेज है, जो छवि है, उसको नुकसान पहुंचाए और आप लोगों को माफी मांगनी चाहिए?
जी नहीं, ऐसा बिल्कुल। आप जो प्रोग्राम जो लिया है, जो कल से आप जो प्रोग्राम दिए हैं, ये टोटली गलत है और जो ये गलत है, पूरा गलत ये दे रहे हैं और क्या बोलते हैं उसको, झूठ है ये।
कौन सा हिस्सा झूठ है? ये झूठ है कि आपके कार्यकर्ता कह रहे हैं कि वीकेंड पे दंगा करेंगे, मुस्लिम एरियाज में दंगा करेंगे, ज्यादा पब्लिसिटी मिलेगी, पूरी स्ट्रेटेजी आप लोग रच रहे हैं, 60 लाख रुपए की मांग कर रहे हैं। कौन सा हिस्सा आपको गलत नजर आ रहा है?
देखिए, 60 लाख की मांग कौन किया है आपने बताया है क्या? उसमें कल से मैं देख रहा हूँ, हमारे किसी कार्यकर्ता ने बताया है क्या? कार्यकर्ता कोई भी ना अपना बताया है, मुझे ने बताया है ना, किसी ने बताया कि हमको चाहिए बोल के।
Put a couple of questions. One, did the Talca take the permission of or inform the local authorities before conducting this? Did they? If they did not, then they violated Supreme Court's ruling on sting operations as such. Number two, where are the whole tapes? You see, they have got the whole tapes. If they give the whole tape to anybody, even to Mutalik or to you, then it's understandable. But selective distribution of tapes or exposition of
the
tapes.
Police has asked for the tapes. Let there be a free and fair inquiry and let the police reach its own decision.
So why are you hurrying up? Let the police do everything. Why are you unnecessarily bamboozling everybody to take a particular action? You do not have that authority, neither the sanction for it.
Okay, I want to bring in...
That's not the purpose of the media. You've done a good job. You brought something to the notice of the country. That's a good job done. But number one...
Why do we get this impression, sir, that you're defending these people? What we'd like to see from you as a former DGP, Mr. Singhal, outright condemnation of what these people are doing and what they're saying.
I will not condemn anybody on the basis of a sting operation, because I've seen sting operations being proved false. So therefore, let both sides come, and if that is truth, they must be punished. There's no mercy there.
Okay, so Mr. Akhtar, do you agree with Mr. Singhal when he says, let's wait for a long inquiry, let's
not a long
see what happens before anybody reaches any opinion on whether what the Shri Ram Sena is doing is right or wrong?
No, just a minute. Why do you want to
let him respond to that?
I didn't say that.
I want Mr. Akhtar to respond to that.
Action, not on responding.
Okay.
Responding is freedom for everyone.
But you're not even... Okay, you're saying you don't want to respond till you hear from them.
No,
when you hear from the police and the investigation is
Until I
over.
have seen the whole tape.
Okay.
What questions were put, how they were answered.
Let Mr. Akhtar respond to that. Let Mr. Akhtar respond to that.
Have the whole tape.
Let Mr. Akhtar respond.
I'm not defending them. I am discussing the basic morality about sting operations.
Okay, Mr. Akhtar.
It's not that I'm defending them.
Mr. J.P. Singhal, there is no doubt about it that you are dragging your feet. You don't want to reach the obvious conclusion. Yes, of course, we should, and the police should see the whole tapes. But whatever we have seen, that definitely makes a cast iron prima facie case. And you as a police officer should know better than me. But you are not an objective person. You are prejudiced, and your prejudice is very clear to anybody who has any objectivity. You are harming your cause, you are harming your party by talking
I
like this.
refuse to take
I have
action.
great respect. As a matter of fact, I will respect Mr. Prakash Javadekar statement. He said that we have nothing to do with them. Maybe they have, maybe they have not. But at least he is not willing to take the responsibility of such an heinous act. And you are defending them. You are trying to defend. Please listen to me. No, I have not interrupted J.P. Singhal, you did not don't interrupt me. When you are talking, I did not interrupt you. Don't interrupt me. The fact is that you are dying to change the topic. You are discussing whether this was legal or illegal, whether they had taken the permission or they had not taken. Of course, that is also an issue, but that is the side issue. That is secondary. What you want to avoid is the obvious.
No. On that I have already given a very clear view. I have not avoided it. Let both sides be studied, and then
there is no change in your voice. There is no perfection. You are not outraged. As a matter of fact, you are talking helplessly. Why there is no outrage in you, anger in you? Why you are not upset that such people?
Because I seriously
why are you not angry with them?
bona fides. I seriously suspect
Mr.
I seriously suspect sting operations.
Javed Akhtar is going to...
Now you have made your choice. Okay. Sir. You have made your choice.
याद है आपको?
Abhishek Manu Singhvi is also with us. The debate, Dr. Singhvi, is about whether the BJP government is dragging its feet. The Chief Minister and the Home Minister spoke to us and saying, we will take action. Javed Akhtar saying very passionately that he doesn't believe the BJP government in Karnataka will take action because they're hand in gloves with these right-wing fundamentalists. Do you believe that the government ban the Shri Ram Sena? Is there a case to do so?
I don't understand why you should be surprised at the inaction. You have an earlier case in Karnataka itself with the same gentleman. It took weeks and weeks to even start mild action, and that was after the entire cynosure of the eyes of the entire country were in Karnataka. You have a second example of a BJP government in Madhya Pradesh showing clearly a fascist attitude during Sabarwal's death. The people who were to be protectors became predators. No case was filed. When the BJP was sharing power in Odisha, you found that when the Christians issue occurred, they made sure that even the Patnaik government could not take action for a long time. So I'm surprised that you are surprised. Second, ultimately,
they should be
such people and such activities One second, let me finish. Allow people to get away. Such people It is such people who besmirch the fair name of Hinduism. Hinduism is a very, very inclusive, proud religion. So is Islam. Just like ultra-fundamentalists in Islam besmirch the name of that religion, it is such people who besmirch the name of Hinduism. They are two sides of the same coin. And India has to guard against them because we are an island of secularism amidst a sea of destruction of constitutional value.
Where is secularism?
Do we want to be like some of our neighbors?
Just a minute, Abhishek. Please give me the place where secularism exists in India. If secularism, I respect your religion, you respect my religion. Now, if that was the case, why should the Christians want to convert Hindus? Why should the Muslims want to convert Hindus? If conversion is being practiced, evidently those two religions are not secular in their actual life. So this, this all humbug going on that secularism is the creed. There is no secularism in this country. I say it very openly.
Today, You are raising the
Hindus
largest
not
issue.
been converted?
Let's not get diverted. Not diverted. Singhvi, respond to that.
These are fundamental questions.
Let Abhishek respond to that.
Can I respond?
Please go on, Dr. Singhvi.
You need to control some. Let me. I'm not interrupting anybody. Allow me. I'm in an OB van. Let me at least finish what I'm trying to say. I can't see any of you. Please ask him not to interrupt me. The point I'm making is this. First and foremost, this is a law and order problem. Second, there are very stringent provisions in the IPC, a provision with which Mr. L.K. Advani himself has been charged at one time. If you try to foment antagonism and problems between different communities, religions and caste, you are liable to be punished up to 7 years. A very serious provision, 153A. Number 3, it is a larger issue of a search, a thought, a process. These are fringe groups in our country who have espoused this thought over the years. This is the nasty, brutish side of these groups. Now they always kind of camouflage themselves and regroup in the name of NGOs, in the name of not political, supposedly social welfare organization or cultural nationalism, another phrase used. These are bogey words. You have to cut through them and see for what they stand. They stand for an ultra-right view of fundamentalist Hinduism which does not exist either in our religion.
Mr. Singhvi, respond to that. The charge
is happening.
There is ultra-right about these groups. The charge that is being leveled, not just by the Congress and by Javed Akhtar.
I would rate them at the maximum. If it is true, they are petty criminals.
No, but if the government had acted against them strongly after what happened in Bangalore, Pramod Mutalik would not have been able to go about making these outrageous claims. He's being able to do so because the government in Karnataka, your government says, not doing anything against them strongly. No strong action is being taken.
The DG yesterday has said it, that they have been charge sheeted and they are now on bail. If the government court grants them bail, what can I do?
Okay, you're saying the government is acting in a bipartisan manner. I want to go across just for a quick bit live to Brigade Road in Bangalore. Because let the people decide. We're seeing two completely different reactions. My colleague Zaka Jacob is at the Brigade Road. We've seen the BJP come out and said very strongly that we're not acting in a partisan fashion. Law is taking its own course. Do the people in Bangalore believe that, Zaka?
Alright, want Mr. BP Singhal to listen to this. This is the sentiment of the people, ordinary Bangaloreans. We're live from Brigade Road here in Bangalore, and I'll put that question to ordinary Bangaloreans and ask them what they feel. Headlines today has exposed Pramod Mutalik and the Shri Ram Sene. They've asked for money on camera to organize a riot. Do you want the man to be arrested?
He definitely should be arrested. Seriously, this guy has to be arrested because he comes up with controversies out of nothing. He wanted to ban Valentine's Day, it's for the people. Come on, man, it's for general people. Why do you want to even stop? People sent him pink chaddis and he wanted to give them back saris. From where is he getting the money to give saris to around 70,000 people? Now we can see from where is he actually getting money to send saris to people back when we send him pink chaddis.
Alright, you want to respond to...
I'm really glad that this sting operation exposed the real face of Pramod Mutalik, and I would really want him to be arrested, or at least the judicial system should at least put a case on him.
No, but do you believe that the Karnataka government has the political will to arrest him?
That's exactly why I mentioned the judicial system, and I'm not saying the government, because the government is all in it together, so the judicial system should do something about it.
Okay.
Because they have a right to influence, so they should
We've got more young voices from Bangalore, young Bangaloreans who want hard action to be taken against Pramod Mutalik. This is not what headlines today is saying. This is the sentiment of the people on the street. You want to respond to the investigation that we've done exposing Pramod Mutalik?
Well, of course, we as a public, everyone has seen is I don't want the government to take a decision. If you actually let it to the public, I think we would like to take the decision on this. He should not be like actually arrested. I think he should be like hanged, because these kind of people spoil the name of India, where so much of culture is living together over here. But then if he's doing these kind of controversies, taking money to kill some innocent people, I think this is really wrong.
Why do you think the government is not acting against him?
Well, yes, I think they're all are being involved, interlinked by each other. That's the reason I think he's not been arrested, and still now he's like roaming out free in India, and he has the rights to talk on others, telling I'm going to do this to you.
Alright, so there you have it. This is a cross-section of young Bangaloreans, and you heard their voice. This is not something that we are putting up. This is something ordinary Bangaloreans, men and women on the street of this city want, that the Sriram Sene should be banned and that Pramod Mutalik must be arrested immediately. Rahul.
Okay, for the moment, Zaka, many thanks. I want to quickly tell our viewers that at 10 o'clock sharp, we'll be going across live once again to Brigade Road in Bangalore. So if you're watching on TV right now and you want to participate in this discussion with Zaka and respond to the points being made by the BJP government and by Mr. Singhvi, you can join us in this debate at 10 p.m. at Brigade Road. Zaka will be there live. But for the moment, I want to go across to Abhishek Singhvi and donning your hat as a top lawyer, sir, is there enough grounds? Because we just heard young people in Bangalore highly agitated about what they're seeing. Is there enough grounds legally to ban this organization and arrest this man? Because what he's done is violated the conditions under which he's been given bail.
Two things, Rahul. First of all, before you come to the ban, there is more than enough ample, obvious, transparent material available to take stringent action under 153A. Now, I want to ask you, who's in charge of law and order there? What have they done for the last few days? And that provision, if you pick up and see, is precisely designed for such troublemakers who disturb communal harmony in our country. It carries a maximum of 7 years. Has anybody even started by taking action, investigating, inquiring, filing complaints, arresting? Nothing. Number two, as far as banning is concerned, personally, I don't think that immediately we should have a knee-jerk reaction, because this is precisely what these organs or manifestations of the BJP want. They want to become martyrs. And banning inevitably evokes that. There is an act which permits banning, but that has a complicated procedure whereby first the inquiry has to be held by a judge. That judge has to then give an order of interim immediate banning. Then subsequent to that a more detailed inquiry is held, and over 6 months or a year, if the interim findings are found to be true, that ban can be confirmed. This has happened earlier. There was a Bahari Commission and other commissions. Now, certainly that process can and should go on in its own due course. But that's not a matter for knee-jerk reaction the way you are putting it, that you ban them tomorrow, ban them day after, because a certain procedure has to be followed for banning an organization. There is an act which provides
exactly
for a very detailed procedure.
But what you're also saying...
Certainly, yes.
What you're also
certainly
saying,
law and order is immediately requiring action. And I am not saying that banning should not be done. It should be done according to law over a period of time. Don't make martyrs out of them, arrest them, put them on trial, show them, make an example out of them that other people cannot behave like this with impunity. And I can tell you,
everything that you say,
and it happened.
there has to be a complaint. There has to be a complaint by someone. Someone to hire you in Karnataka, the police station, or
in Karnataka, Mr. Mutalik has been raising his head. Mr. Mutalik has been raising his head and his voice mostly during saffron governments. I haven't heard Mr. Mutalik do much damage during non-BJP governments.
You're also saying, Dr.
Any police action can be possible only when a complaint is received. So much
this is a violation of his bail conditions. Here's a man who's out on conditional bail.
Let someone
he was charged for the attack in Bangalore.
You see, on this, also this is concerned, any action on this can be taken legally only after it has been confirmed.
No. Abhishek, when you're saying, we said the state can act. We say the state can act.
It is accepted. Let me explain. What about that? Let me explain the woman.
Okay, let Abhishek respond to that.
Operations can go completely on.
Let Abhishek respond to that.
There is no need for a private complaint. Let me give you an example.
And how do you
find the law and order situation?
Who says that there is no need?
Just a minute, you are a former police officer, you should know.
I know
crime is being... 1 minute, let me complete. Suppose crime is being committed under your nose in the vicinity of a police station on candid camera, transparently. You are not supposed to wait for a private complaint. The police can register... 1 minute, the police can register an FIR on information received or information given by the police itself in 30 seconds flat. And the police can take action on that FIR. It requires political will. It doesn't require a law. It requires political will. What you want is, you want people to come and make a complaint because you know that there may not be eyewitnesses immediately. I want to ask you, what does, once this is aired on candid camera, why can't a particular police station register its own FIR and why has not that camera really been shown to the political police?
No, that has been done.
action.
No, that has been done. They've asked for the tapes. We've offered them copies of the CDs. Let's get the facts right.
Have they been
But
given? Have they been given?
yes, they've been given CDs.
No, not yet.
They have been given CDs. We've bought copies of the
Offered to
tapes.
give them.
No, we have given them tapes. Let me just put this question to Javed Akhtar, because the issue is not about whether the tapes have reached or not. The issue,
Because that is
Javed
important to
Akhtar,
initiate action.
is the larger issue of people like Pramod Mutalik with that sort of bent of mind. You just heard young Bangaloreans getting together at Brigade Road in Bangalore since the time we started saying come to Bangalore. There have been so many people who've come out over there. They are angry, they want to see action, and that action is not happening. Some sort of long-term solution needs to be found to these people. Mr. Akhtar?
Yes, I want to say something. Yeah, I want to say something.
Please go on.
You know, during this, shall I go on?
Yes, sir.
During this conversation, Mr. J.P. Singhal has said something very outrageous. As a matter of fact, perhaps more outrageous than Mutalik. He said India is not a secular country. I beg to differ with him. In spite of all the Modis and Mutaliks and Indian Mujahideens and Sunnis, India is a secular country, and I am proud to be an Indian. He should be ashamed. If he wants to know what is lack of secularism, he should go to Pakistan and find
Why
out what
conversions then?
secularism.
Why conversions?
You are born in
Why are
secular
conversions
country.
taking place in this country? Why is conversion taking place
India
if there is
is a
secularism?
secular country, and if you think that India is not a secular country, you have no right to live in my country.
Why has the government not banned
think we are
conversions?
We think India is
Why
a
has the
bigoted country.
government of India not
You are
banned
wrong.
conversions?
You should be
Because there are
ashamed that you have
conversions.
spoken
I can say
about a country.
there is not mutual respect for religions.
Only a secular country can afford to tolerate all this. You think it is possible in a communal country? Do you think you can do all this in Saudi Arabia? You can do this in Pakistan? You can do it in India because it is a secular country.
But there are people being
You should be
converted.
ashamed of yourself that you have run down
People being
India.
converted. What are we are waiting the issue. What about conversions? Niyori Commission said that they should be banned.
That makes India a communal country.
No, that makes
What kind of meaningless conversation gibberish is this?
It is the practice of secularism, which is absurd now.
An average Indian
Conversion.
is proud of Indian constitution and Indian society.
India is secular because
We
the
are
Hindu is
proud of our
majority here. It is because Hindu is the majority here, not for any other reason. It is because the Hindu is majority here. That's why India is secular.
Hinduism is great in spite of people like you. In spite of, not because of you.
Kashmir.
In spite of you.
Don't forget. They removed all the Hindus.
Come on.
Migrate to 3 lakh of Kashmiris had to be evacuated. What are you talking? What is secularism? Ashamed. That's all you can say. Kashmir mein kya hoya? Why didn't you stand up against them? Why did you go to Srinagar when they were being thrown out? What about that? It's all very well to say we are a secular country. Why bluff the people? Conversions ho rahe hain after millions and millions of them, and you say we are a secular country.
Let Mr. Akhtar respond to that.
He has got no response. He cannot respond.
Allow him to respond to it.
He has got the opportunity.
Do you think this is worth any response? What he's talking about, he doesn't know. He is desperately trying to defend some people who are caught red-handed.
No, I'm not defending them at all.
Pity that
I'm not defending them.
this gentleman was a police officer. Can you imagine? It is a frightening thought.
What? I'm not defending him. I'm only saying the rule of law.
No, Mr. Singhal, but it seems continuously through this conversation that you are not condemning what is happening. You are trying to find every single reason. You're trying to find technicality and some ground, which is also why the BJP government in Karnataka hasn't clamped down on these people. It reflects that same mindset, sir.
That is the job of the government once they get the actual report. But before that, to expect the BJP government to take note of Aaj Tak and blow them up, that is absurd. It's dictatorship. That is the rule of law that I'm insisting upon. I have no mercy for them.
Okay, okay.
I have no mercy for them.
Okay, what
I just said, where is secularism? Kashmir has been converted.
Okay, Abhishek Manu Singhvi wants to make a point. Let's go on, Dr. Singhvi.
Rahul, just a small point. Just a small point struck me. If you see that since you made this expose for the last couple of 2 or 3 days, I don't see, at least maybe I'm wrong, I miss seeing any BJP people coming to your channels or any other channels and speaking about it. They have this very, very clever tendency to run with the hare and hunt with the hound. And I'm now speaking about the BJP. The BJP is really linked inextricably with the fringe organizations who spread this way of thinking. And that is why you find that when the full force of the frightening result of these actions hits you, they keep in the background. But let me remind you a very small but inconvenient truth. Mr. Singhal enjoyed a Rajya Sabha seat for 6 years on a BJP ticket. Today the BJP may not be in your studio. Today the BJP may try to wash its hands off, saying we have nothing to do with it. But have they condemned the thought process? They will never do so, because the thought process emanates from the fringe organizations which really control the BJP in turn. And Mr. Singhal, I repeat, has represented the BJP itself
you know
for
that
6
there has
years.
been a sting operation of a lady teacher which was found false, and she was completely finished, and that sting operation caused that tragedy with her. Now, sting operation.
Absolutely right. I support you. I support you and say that sting operation can be horribly wrong. But there are also sting operations which are terribly right, frighteningly right, and this is one of those. Don't generalize. This unfortunately is a frighteningly correct and right sting operation. And it shows, as I said, the nasty and brutal face of BJP politics.
No, who guaranteed the truth? The politics guaranteed the truth. Politics guaranteed the truth. For God's sake, be on facts. You are highly
Don't shoot
respected. I
the
have
messenger.
you.
Answer the message. You are trying to shoot the messenger. Answer the message. Condemn Mutalik. Condemn the thought process of the thousands. You'll never do it. It's not possible.
In my sight. He will be hanged if it is necessary.
Okay. Okay, BP Singhal refusing to accept the evidence that's been laid out now, saying let the full inquiry be conducted.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Singhal.
That's a rule of law.
Okay, you're also a heart patient. Let's just...
No, I'm not heart patient.
Let's just, for the moment, slip into a break, because Brinda Kharat, Khushbu and Mumtaz Ali, the man these rioters wanted to attack, will be with us. For the moment, Javed Saab, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Singhvi, we're just getting you a glass of water. We're heading into a break. When we come back, we'll have Khushbu, we'll have Brinda Kharat, and we'll have Mumtaz Ali with us. Stay with us. We're back in just a bit.
Thank you.